Our problem was to resolve the issue of lack of confidence and public perception amongst youth homeless in Australia. Our aim was to give homeless people a job so they can give back to the community whilst earning an income to become self-sufficient and escape the cycle. Our design is a social enterprise business model which works as a delivery system for laundromats in collaboration with homeless youth. This design meets our goals and aims by providing key values to the youth homeless. These include exercise, confidence, self-esteem, responsibility, and money. Overall, these values will help break the cycle of homelessness by giving them a better chance at employment in the future. This product provides convenience to customers by saving them travel time, and as such, we hope that this will increase customers for the business. Our dream team of collaborators starts with a product team. This includes industrial designers, engineers, programmers, and UX and UI designers. To ensure that the business follows ethical practices, regular checkups will need to be undertaken by social workers and partner non-profit organisations. Non-profit organisations and governments are involved with funding this product. Ultimately, it provides benefits to both youth homeless as well as the community. This product needs to be made aware of to the public as well as the homeless youth. The public will be introduced to the product through media campaigns, whilst homeless youth shelters and organisations will make the homeless aware. Positive impacts of this product come from a rating system which could be used as a booster for the youth homeless confidence and their future employability. Furthermore, they would also gain a free laundry service for completing every 10 trips. The unintended consequences and positive future impacts will be outlined by using a narrative approach through causal layered analysis. Through this approach, we analyse the narrative of John, a youth homeless person living in Australia and seeking employment. This analysis begins by identifying and hiring the homeless youth. Because the laundromat has a high demand for employment, John is only allowed to work 5 hours a week. John gets offered a free laundry service when he has completed 10 trips. However, working with limited hours, the homeless person may not be able to earn enough to support themselves. Furthermore, because youth homeless do not want to be categorised as being homeless, it is difficult to find candidates for the job or identify their situation. Since there are so many people that qualify for the job, the employer would struggle to decide who is worthy for the position. There is also a possibility that the homeless person does not complete 10 trips within the working hours given. In the next scenario, the customer enters their personal details to create an account and place an order with the app. There is a high initial cost to invest in this app, and moreover, customers will need to share information with the business, and there may be a chance of privacy concerns or leakage. Next, the laundromat manager notifies John about the next delivery via the app. However, the homeless could be based in one of the following locations: the homeless shelter, laundromats, or the street. Either way, this would result in concentrating homeless people at one spot. If homeless people are contacted whilst on the street, away from the laundromat, they may not feel the same sense of responsibility and learn work ethic and professionalism. The system needs a uniform and professionalism for riders to feel attached and to help them with their future employment. Next, John receives the order and heads to the destination according to the computer that is designed to attach on the bike. John then rides the bike to the destination. John arrives at the destination and then meets the customer. If John and the customer get into an argument, there is no way to neutralise the situation because the system does not provide adequate training in professionalism, work ethics, and customer interaction. John then rides back to the laundromat and the laundromat cleans the clothes. An unintended consequence of this process may be that the clothes could get lost or the system may be tampered with. Thus, there may be a chance of misusing of our product. Supported by our research, by necessity, many homeless people partake in street survival behaviour that rely heavily on illegal sources of income such as drug dealing. As the laundromat job does not provide enough income to survive on, homeless people may rely on illegal activities as well to survive. This job also does not provide outreach services to help deal with these behaviours. John then rides back to the customer with the clean clothes. Upon receiving the clothes, the customer gives feedback according to their experience, and this will affect the overall rating of the rider. Our initial goal was to change the public perception of the homeless youth by allowing them to interact directly with the public. However, the uncontrollability of this interaction can only be managed by using a rating system similar to Uber. However, this may not necessarily change the perception of youth homeless, as the public may feel sorry for the homeless person and give them a good rating regardless of their service quality. Thus, it may not be a fair comment. Through analysing the unintended consequences of the narrative, we were then able to speculate the outcomes of multiple futures as a result of our design choices. John A is representative of our first predicted future. John A is the person that we intended for our product to achieve. We hoped that he could gain an adequate amount of exercise, confidence, and learn to be responsible. Without access to employment, training, and opportunities during their transition to adulthood, homeless youth lack the income and resources needed to live independently, which can increase their risk of social and labour exclusion, as well as chronic homelessness. John B. is representative of this quote, as he is still struggling with finding a job since he has not received proper training from the job at the laundromat. Their distrust of adults and institutions, transient nature, low self-esteem, lack of documentation, and concern for daily survival are all reasons that can contribute to their disconnection from services. John C. follows his pattern and does not seek out this service which can help him in his situation. This is due to our design not implementing strategies to truly connect with the youth homeless. Employment is particularly important to homeless youth as it socializes them to the workforce and contributes to their identity formation. John D. is failed by our design because it does not truly introduce him to the workforce, as he only works for a few hours per week, primarily by himself. This leads to John struggling with self-identity. Successful responses to youth homelessness thus must offer an equally profitable substitute to these legal income-generating activities, in addition to mental health and social services. As John E. is not able to work enough hours at the laundromat to support himself, he must partake in illegal income activities. Furthermore, the laundromat service does not provide John with the proper outreach to deal with these issues. Through analysing the unintended consequences of our design and predicting the possible futures through research, our design is not capable of solving our initial problem and aim. Thus, we propose that a better solution could be if the laundromat was run solely by the homeless youth with guidance from qualified volunteers.